everybody. Today I thought I would show you. Hi everybody, it's McGann. Today I thought I would show you how to do a sort of a shortcut in modeling a symmetrical object. Usually it's like a person or a creature or something like that where both sides are going to be identical from the left and the right. So here is the project from my first week of grad school, which is to sculpt a scorpion with Maya. This was just the rough body draft. I put a lot more detail into the finished thing, and there's videos that you can go look up on that. But I want to show you how to save a lot of time in making it. And as you can see, it's got no faces here on the back of it. It's like all empty. You can see right through it. If you hit the 4 key, you can't really tell. So you want to make sure that you've hit the 5 number key so that you get the little gray shaded areas so you can see what you're doing a little better. Now, to do this part right here, all you have to do is go over to select by component type, uncheck whatever's checked up there, and click on the select face components. And then you're going to pick whatever face or faces you want to delete. Let's say I want to delete that one, just select it. If I need to select more than that one, just push down shift while you're selecting and it will select multiples. Then all you're going to do is hit delete and it's gone. As you can see right through it, even though it's you've got the shading in there. There is nothing here all the way through, and I don't want to keep it that way. That was just to show you how to do it. The other little trick that you're going to want to know is, let's say I've been modeling and I'm not really sure if what I've got is straight here. So I'm just going to pull these out so you can kind of get a better sense of what I'm talking about. Okay, so obviously, you know, if you look at it this way, you can't tell at all. But if you pan back this way, you can see that it's not all really lining up the way you want it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first go select by object type, and I'm going to move this to about where I want it. And please note that if you're using the arrows, it'll go like up and down and left or right. It'll move X, Y, or Z perfectly. If you grab this box, it'll get a little haywire and you can kind of put it wherever you want. It's not going to be so exact though usually. You can also use over here and set it exactly for where you want it, but again, this is just a real quick basic thing here. Okay, you're going to want to go back over to select by component type, and you're going to want to have selected the vertex button, which is select point components. And now you're going to try and get this as straight as you can. Look on it as dead on as you can, and you can also change it to hit the space bar and change it to look at it on the front mode if that's what you want. For me, I just prefer to do it this way because it's a little simpler. You're going to just click and drag so that way you select everything at once. If you have a more complicated model that has a bunch of extra points all through here, you can go through holding down the shift button and select, you know, all the vertexes that you want. And then up here where it says XYZ, you're going to put in for X. For this case, if you're modeling a different way, you might have to accommodate. Put in 0. And now you can see everything is at a straight line right towards 0, and that's what you really want if you're about to duplicate and make it into a whole separate, a whole cloned object. And you really want to make sure that these faces in here are deleted too, otherwise it runs into some errors pretty bad. But now that that's done, we're going to go over and select by object. We've got that already. And we're going to go to Edit, Duplicate. Now I have it selected on the Move tool. You're not really going to want to use the Move tool for this because all the Move tool is going to do is pull the copy straight out, and then you'll see, you know, you've still got the empty face, but it's kind of on the wrong side. You need it to be mirrored more. So the way that it usually works, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope I didn't click something wrong today. The Scale tool, and then if you hold down, on this case it would be the little red box, and you pull it and you can see the green line that it's kind of flipping it for us. So there we've got our object flipped. It's in good shape. It's kind of fatter than we probably would want it, especially in the tail here. So you can, again, you can go back to select component type and select, you know, by point components or by the lines or by the faces, and just, you know, pull the different things around it however you want it to look. Oh, I've got it on scale. On the Move tool, of course, and then you can, you know, edit it and slim it up however you want to. Another big thing you're going to want to do when you're doing this kind of symmetrical stuff is you're going to want to hold down shift, select both sides, And then we're going to, again, try and look at it as dead on as you can and select down through here so that we get the points from both of the objects are really kind of close together and all highlighted at their closest common point. I'm going to see if this will work for me. Hit combine. That's not going to work. They're not close enough that it's willing to combine those objects together. So what we're going to try to do is merge it instead, and be very careful not to click merge to center when you have so many things selected, because this is what's going to happen. And now it looks like more like Princess Leia's hair than it does your scorpion anymore, and it's completely screwed up. So undo that. If you do want to merge to center, you're going to have to do it a little fussier. You're going to have to select, probably zoom in a lot too, select each vertex separately, like in pairs, so that these closest two are together, and then go down to merge to center. And then you can see it creates this little X because it took those 2 points and found the center for both of them and put it right there. And you can go around and do that for the whole thing if you really want to. It does get a little time consuming, but there is no real way to get around it. These little arrows can get frustrating. Let's see if I can... You can hit plus and minus and make the arrows bigger and smaller. It doesn't always help, like right now this is just in the perfect location that it doesn't want to let me select it. Okay, maybe now. Maybe now. No. Alright, anyways, you have the gist of that. I'm sure you've got it. Hit plus to get those back out to where they were. But, if Maya is cooperating, and she doesn't always, she will sometimes let you just select it all and merge it like that. And again, yeah, you see, it took things that I didn't mean for it to take. That's a big problem with Maya, is that it's so complex that it's very easy to screw up. So really just selecting the points by each individual point is usually going to be your best friend. And again, merge to center. And see, it's making it one line instead of 2 separate lines. So eventually, after you go all the way around, you'll select both of these objects. You'll go up and you'll be able to hit merge, and then you'll be able to go over and hit combine. And right now it won't do it because they're not really, like I said, the points aren't close enough together, but it will make it into one solid object. And this also makes it to where this wouldn't be something that you would want to do this early into the model. When I actually did clone and pull mine out, like duplicate it, it was after I already had the legs and the pinchers and everything on that on, so that way you don't have to do it all twice, and then it's very in sync with each side. So, you know, the hand on one side isn't like really messed up looking compared to the one on the other side, or one part of the tail isn't crooked or something like that. So that's a really helpful tool to know, and it saves you a lot of time and work. So I hope that you all figure it out and learn to use it. The only way to really learn Maya is to play with it, so I hope y'all do. And if there's any videos in particular you'd like to see, I'll do my best shot to, if I don't know it, figure it out and show you how to do it. So thanks for watching again. Bye.